Hey, Tritas. Good to see you. It's been a minute, right? I guess. Not too long ago. I guess it was like, what, 9-10 hours ago. I did a really early stream when Bitcoin was, you know, had broken out, and we're just giving an update on the breakout. And now we're back, you know, going to higher levels. So 8 hours of indecision, and on your last 4-hour candle, you engulfed. Nice engulfing candle, Bitcoin, in price discovery mode. And I mean, this isn't resistance. There's not really resistance here. I mean, 55K would be your next psychological resistance, right? I mean, you could try to Fibonacci, I guess, from your previous high to low, and you could have minor targets or something. But I don't know, man. Right? I mean, just you're exceeding the golden mean ratio already. You know, so 55,000 is the 2618. You know, the next fib node. So it's almost like everything, even your local Fibonacci, saying like 55K. Okay, well, how did it all start? If you weren't able to watch the stream this morning because you were sleeping, because if you're you know, in the United States, it's very normal if you missed the stream. But there were just things going on. You know, you were showing the hidden bullish divergence on the RSI. Right, hidden bullish divergence on the RSI the whole way the consolidation. You had not seen any positive momentum in like a week. On the 4-hour, that's getting there, man. Very seldom do you spend a week or more not, you know, showing one level of momentum or another. Like, you know, you go a week with positive Momo, eventually it goes red or it goes negative. But it was just long extended, and every time you kept making higher lows, you just kept losing that negative Momo to a point where it's just like, there's just no way you can lose any more negative Momo at this point. All right, and so you had that lined up with the RSI trend line, right? You got RSI trend lines. Look, you attempted to break out on the scam wick or whatever, and then it sold off again, right? And then, so you had not broken the RSI trend, but then you did. So it was just a bunch of things happening at the same time. What's up, Benjamin? Hey, dude, thanks for the Bitcoin contribution. Let's go, dude.
Benji tipped $47. Enjoy your day, everyone. 0.000900000 BTC.
Dude, thanks, Benji. You're making me buy high, I guess, right? Or maybe you're just taking profit. Thank you, dude. That's awesome. So, hidden divergence, RSI trendline broken, MACD was ready. And then you had, like, in the end, man, you can see another demand line. So, like, acceleration of accumulation. Something just seemed really strong. So people will be like, oh, this is all bearish, dude. Have you not experienced other bullish markets in the same asset like Bitcoin? I mean, like, dude, I guess experience helps you there, because I just remember in all of these parabolic runs Bitcoin's been on, you've had upsloping consolidation all the time, right? All the freaking time. And that's why it's like never a certainty, right? It can look kind of bearish. It could be a trap. It seems like it could have been a bear trap, you know, like this pattern being painted so well. It was just kind of, you know, looking kind of like stagnation a little bit on the daily with the histogram. And lo and behold, here we are. Over 50K by far now. Up $3,100. 6.29%. And now some of the altcoins have been catching up a little bit. Where at the beginning of this breakout, altcoins were almost all of them in the red. And now, again, I guess some money is sparsed out again. I think we just, a couple hours ago, it was announced that, $122 million worth of Bitcoin on Coinbase has been thrown into cold storage. So people still exiting hot to cold, which is always a good indicator, right? Always. And be sure to check me out on Twitter and Instagram and all that. Follow me. This way right here, at MitchRayTA on both platforms. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. We're going on 12,000 members. We're almost there. I'll pin that. That link. Hold on. Yeah, less than 150 members from 12K. There you go. Posted it, and I'm gonna pin that. So yeah, also what happened? I think we got like an initial, what was it? Initial market cap of what Coinbase is going to be when it IPOs. I think that came out today, maybe. Talking, yeah, they're $77 billion valuation from NASDAQ private market, right? So just stuff. I mean, news upon news upon news just keeps coming out. It's almost like it's all positive. Except, of course, the one annual India's banning crypto. No one cares, dude, right? It's like the Jurassic Park gif of the fat guy. And they're like, look, India's banning crypto again. It's like, see, no one cares. Nobody cares. It's like, you're lost, dude. Imagine being an Indian bureaucrat. Really? Okay. So good to see everyone. We're going to look at some of these coins that have ran. KHC, not KNC. Kraft Heinz. So beautiful. The breakout's happening. It's real, man. It's not a joke. KHC. It's been too long. It's been 84 years, pretty much. But it's time to, revisit the Titanic, and right, that's what's going on with KHC. It could go to much higher prices. There's no resistance looking left. There's a huge gap, man. It's gonna do things. It's been doing things. It's been getting primed, but now it is time. Yeah, that's right. Moneymaker, YY Moneymaker. That's him. That's him. That's the one. I don't even know if it's even Jurassic Park. It doesn't look like Jurassic Park. It's some movie with the fat guy. I just remember that fat guy was from Jurassic Park with remember the one dinosaur that sprayed him with the, y'all all know what I'm talking about. And before I get called a boomer for referencing Jurassic Park, whatever, man. Everything's boomer to these Zoomers, dude. Everything. Leroy Jenkins is apparently it's a boomer reference. Hello, Newman. That's right, dude. Yeah, Newman getting wrecked. So, all right, we can look at the daily for a second. Look at that. Look at that 4-hour candle. And what happened the day before? A bullish engulfing candle. What happened 2 days before that? Bullish engulfing candle. What happened 3 days before that? Bullish engulfing candle. Oh my God, it's bullish engulfing candle season on Bitcoin's daily chart, and they keep playing out, man. It's gorgeous. So we got to go to the monthly. It's obligatory. And when we're at these levels, you know what we're looking for, right? You know what we're looking for. The monthly. What? We've exceeded the 1414 fib extension. And that's it, man. This is it, man. The golden mean ratio in log scale, $61,421. Let's just say $61,420.
Is that a joint?
You probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
Totally legal. So, all right. How about that, man? I mean, since October, it's just been extreme euphoria. And isn't it hilarious, man? If you look at the monthly and you look at this wick last month, that was just the falling wedge. You can't even see it. The falling wedge does not exist on the monthly, right? Nothing it does. Just one single wave. People were losing their minds. It was all over for Bitcoin. Oh my! Remember CNN's article? Bitcoin has dropped 20%, ushering in. It is now confirmed a bear market. Remember, like JP Morgan or whoever was saying, Bitcoin may never see will probably never see $40,000 again on this little wick here, dude. That's it. So, I guess the moral of the story here is just remember, when you're scared or something, just zoom out and look at the most significant time scale, the monthly or the weekly. All right. So we're great, man. Very overbought still. I mean, you're at 90 now. Oh God, 90.5, highest level you've seen since December 1st, the month of December 2017. So you're still not even at those levels yet, all-time highs. But that's getting there, man. That's pretty crazy. Okay, had to pull that up. Let's go to Ethereum, up finally catching a few bids, not many, but it's coming off of that bullish engulfing candle, 8 hours of meh, and then you got a still kind of a meh candle, and you're just hitting this resistance. It's just kind of like a sell wall. Where's the sell wall? It just happens to be the 100% measure move of the ascending triangle pattern. How about that? Isn't that perfect? How does that happen? That the target, one of the targets itself is now a sell wall, right? So much price action correlation. It's like you're range bound, just range bound between like 1675 and 1840 or so. But if you know, Bitcoin keeps rallying, you think eventually Ethereum's going to break that 1840 resistance sell wall and eventually see $2,000. 2K, man. I mean, that's the target at this point. You're just sitting there patiently, and while the impatient exit their positions of Ethereum to go moonboy chasing, you think eventually the patient will be possibly rewarded on Ethereum. We'll see. Litecoin, oh man, it's been killing it, dude. Oh, it's crazy how on the parabolic trend line, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, you got a 5th, 6th, 7th touch right there, and then you engulfed, and now you've run to multi-year highs. Yes, that's what's happened, but this is a very important area on Litecoin, because you do not want to stall out here, because if you start stalling out here, then you know the argument for bearish divergence would be real on both oscillators. So Bitcoin doesn't need to stall. If Bitcoin keeps going, it's in price discovery, eventually sees 55K, then you know Litecoin's gonna hit that third target of the trade setup, 254.81ish, okay? And then after that, man, who knows? If it's parabolic, you know what parabolic runs in crypto have done. I mean, like $300 after 250 psychological, and then 300, 350, then $400, man. So this thing's been doing exceptionally well. One of the best looking altcoins so far, or not so far, but kind of right now, right? Because this one's taken off some, right? But you know, the past few weeks, Litecoin has not been the big one. You know, like the big one have been all the newer DeFi coins, right? Rose and Ocean and Algo and Atom, and I mean, Cell had been doing it, CRV, right? DIA and KSM, Luna, right? They'd been killing it, man. Litecoin has been very tame compared to them, but still, it looks like they were not saying, hey, great time to take a long on Litecoin. There was a time. You had your opportunity for free, or if you're a patron, it didn't matter because of how much this was talked about on stream. You had your time for lower risk. Now it's higher risk, but it still looks like there's upside. Where like I don't know if there's still upside on some of these major newer S coins that have gone up too much. Always feeling weird about those because it's like a FOMO trade no matter what you do. Yeah, Steak was another, yeah, absolutely. What's up, Duff?
Early stream love. Sent you a PM with a chart on the H4, AVAX per, FTX, or AVAX's Binance.
Yeah, we looked at AVAX, right? I thought it had mooned or something, or was getting ready. I can't remember, dude. There's so many that get requested. Yeah, AVAX. No, okay, all right. Yeah, it had mooned. This is like just another one where it's like. Now there's that wick high. That's pretty cool. But look what's happening. I mean, that's rejection, lower highs. Yes, you're going positive. Hidden bullish divergence. I mean, like, can't even argue really, you know, like one low and the much higher low. But where are the bids on this? This is just one of those where I'm like, is it even value? Is it even value? I mean, from the previous discernible swing low like area, like just from there to, it's not. I mean, it's a 50% retrace. Charles Dow would like it, right? Dow theory, 50%. But that's to me like, you know, I see like X, A, B, C, D stuff. Or like the value on AVAX is going to be down at like 2138 or 1637, where there's a much stronger base possible support. Right? I mean, it's like, sure, you could take a shot on this. Well, what's the daily look like? Oh man, daily looks terrible for wanting to take a long. I mean, I'm just saying, like it could go up, of course, man, but you're like almost double topping on the RSI. You know, it's like class C divergence. Yeah, it's bullish convergence, whatever. It's about to go negative on momentum. You know, it's resetting the oscillator. It's not overbought anymore. So yeah, it could bounce here, but if you look at the daily, you certainly can see that is not a support at all. So it's a mild value, not much, 50%. Oscillator's okay on the 4 hour. I just want to know, like, it should be time, right? One bottom, two bottoms. Why is it bounced and only made a lower high, now selling off again with Bitcoin doing what it's doing, right? It's okay. I mean, like, I understand why you would request this, but when we have so much freedom, and we're so free to choose what we want. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a wedge, man. It's almost like a falling wedge of some sort that could play out. Yeah. Adjust that trend line. Yeah, it's almost just a channel though too, right? It's like, you could argue it's a channel. So I guess it's like an easy area to manage risk, I guess, right? So if it was to hold, this is outside the box. This is educational. This is not for someone to actually take a position on this. But just say like your oscillators look better and it was at an area, you know, I mean, clearly, right? I mean, stop loss kind of just below that, because you know you're probably screwed if you break $33. You know, I mean, you could do measure move, or you could just do Fibonacci from the high to low of the wedge, which again, I think you could get much better value areas. First target's a 50%, 2.5 to 1, so it's not even equitable. You'd have to either move the stop loss up or take profit at the 618. So if you move the stop up just a little bit more, just below the wick high, see, I don't like that, because what about the candle high close? That oftentimes gets tested. It's the zone, so that's not even the most strategic stop loss. You want it to be below the zone. But you know, just looking at like that 3 to 1 on your 50% retrace, it's very, very common. I mean, these are your bread and butter targets in traditional markets for falling wedges, 50%, 618. So $46.99, $50. Right? I mean, a way to look at a falling wedge for education purposes, not to say go long on AVAX, because I think there's just much more that I would want to see, you know, for a stronger trade. All right, come on, education, whatever. Hey, what's up, Bogdanov, dude? It's mother. Yes, we can look at that, Lord Bogdanov. One thing we do need to look at real quick is the Bitcoin market cap, which is ballooning, and if you didn't know, has passed 10 cents. So there's not one Chinese company on the planet that exists anymore that is worth or has a higher market cap than Bitcoin. And the next asset that is in the crosshairs of Bitcoin to surpass its own market cap would be Google. Google's sitting around a $1.4 trillion market cap. Bitcoin is inching closer to $1 trillion. Well, it's so close we could see it within the next 24 hours. That's how close. That's how within the grasp it is. I mean, this red line right there, that's 1 trillion. That's where my alert's set up. So institutions are going to be obligated once this thing hits $1 trillion to get in. Fiduciary responsibility, man. Yeah, old Lind, man. Lind. So it's kind of meh. I mean, like, again, I don't think this is that good. You know, this is kind of just trying to show you that it's in a parabolic run or whatever. Nearing that demand line here. Reset the oscillators. You're at 58, back near the equilibrium level. That's normally where you've been bouncing in this run. So, I mean, sure. Hey, if you start pivoting and holding $400 as support, hidden bullish divergence argument could develop on the daily. Looks like you're just you're range bound. Gonna range bound between $400 and 542. One bought. I mean, it's kind of like divergence is going on the on the oscillators. One low, second low. Hey, this is interesting. Okay, education no matter what though. So you're at like kind of the bottom of the zone. It looks like. Look at this. Can someone tell me what this is? It's not just one thing. It's multiple things. Doing the same thing as AVAX though. Not catching many bids. Tell me what this Japanese candlestick combination is right here. It's not just one pattern, it's two patterns. It's beautiful. This is like stuff, the signals look great. That's what you want. I want to see if someone can get both answers right. Yeah, idiot error. He got it. He was the first one to get it completely. Yes, it is a bullish engulfing tweezer bottom. Right, where you get about the same lows on the wicks, but you engulf the previous candle. That's extremely strong. And then you closed at your highest level. That's a statement candle. Big statement candle right there. And where you had the, could have argued definitely some divergence going on. At the bottom, maybe of a range, the $400 psychological support, right, like that. So that, could usher in eventually. It pulls back. Hopefully, it just makes a higher low than 408. On candle closes, it runs to 500, 542 again. But at the same time, my God, man, look at it. It's just been going and going. It's definitely not value. No value, man. But yeah, if you can hold this 400 long enough, I mean, it's like one time, second time, now a third time with this type of candle. It's possible. You could run to 500, 542. So, you want nothing to do with the asset below $400 though, because look where it could go straight down to 317. Like this, straight up, and then we'll go straight down. So you gotta at least understand that. But these high flyers, man, you gotta be careful on them. Like, there's just why not just look for something else with better value, where the composite operator, is still acquiring his position. I don't know. It's just like so much stuff out there we could trade. You could trade craft. I'd rather have Kraft Heinz right now than AAVE right now. I'm just saying. Just say it. What did I see? What, the Motley Fool has announced that they're making a $5 million investment into Bitcoin. That's cool. Okay. That's cool too. So it seems like Robinhood, the exchange, is fully intending to provide the ability to deposit and withdraw cryptocurrencies, including Doge. Said Robinhood, crypto does not currently invest in cryptocurrency or use any customer cryptocurrency for our own benefit. That's like a tweet. All right, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Dove Man, about that that X is kind of like, could be real. Yeah, I mean, it's possible, dude. Yeah, it's an interesting look. What's up, Atlas? Bearish divergence on Dash. I could believe it. So, next request. Yeah, it's like the second, third request. Sure. Oh, that looks great, man. That looks so strong. Oh my God, dude. Dash looks like it's about to hit a 363. This is so strong. I'm sorry, it just is. Like, you got like sell wall around like 270 and then just stupid accumulation. Look at this bullish engulfing candle. Look at the hidden bullish divergence locally in the 4 hour. Oh yeah, dude, be prepared. Dash, man, it all started with a very textbook bullish Gartley double bottom divergence. This was the inspiration for the tree guy, right? Inspiration for this guy, this meme. Just kidding. I gotta fix that like right now because I keep forgetting and going live during all this pumpage, and I can't. Just give me a second, dude. God, it's so annoying. Okay, so we'll see here. So now I need to do a little work here on transforming it, cropping. Oh, that's pretty good. Just give me a sec, dude. I'm working on this. How did I have this? Can't even remember anymore. So weird. Sorry, I mean, this is just something I have to, I don't know, I'll leave it like that for now so I can just use this browser. And now I've lost my train of thought. Great, lost my train of thought.
Bruh.
Anyway, Dash, dude. Yeah, ascending sim triangle, whatever, if you're using the wick. It just, to me, the way the candle bodies are, it looks like extreme amounts of accumulation with the sell wall, hidden divergence, setting up for much higher prices. 363 is the target. That's it, dude. I mean, I wish there was more to talk about. Yeah, it's stupid bullish. But go figure, right? Go figure that weekly hidden bullish divergence played out.
At about their net 0.80. You made a great point about rent hitting 0.74. Well, it hit 74C and started moving up since. Yes, it had to pump, but it looks like it's still setting things up on the 1 and 4 hours. The daily looks bad still, but.
Thank you, Nefarious, dude. So look at Dash, man. The next target, 363. It's like the weekly high from August of 2017, man. Very little price action correlation historically between $200 and 363. So look what you've done. All you've done is merely back tested the weekly 200 moving average as support for the first time since October of 2018, and you were about to break it. So very good, very bullish. That's stupidly bullish that you're doing that. Okay, 363 and then $500 after that. Can you believe it? I can. I definitely can. So at this point, I mean, it's just like, yeah, he's just talking about sim triangle. But look at just how much more accumulation there is than distribution. You know, like that's why I think it's so strong. I don't know, it's pretty perfect. Just thinking here, it's like a high and then a higher high where traders settle up and then a higher low. That's really bullish, man. Like, you had a lower wick But that's what gives it away as being so strong, is the higher high on the second anchor point of where that that trend line is, right? You always have to have two anchor points, 1 and 2, higher high, and then higher low, and then the engulfing candle, and then this down here. The seller exhaustion on these higher lows is freaking ridiculously good. So just because, hey, a trade setup hit all those targets and stuff, it doesn't mean it's over. Remember, what is a trade setup in an uptrend? The trade setup is the chapter in the book, the novel. The long-term trend is the novel, and the long-term trend, the book, it seems like it's getting ready to continue, and we got the next chapter setting up. Well, let's just see here, 100% measure move of this sim triangle, right? How about that, man? It just happens to be very, very close to the next major resistance on the weekly, 363. So just spending some time here, just so you know, looks really freaking good, man. Okay? Okay.
Could you take a look at SNDL on Nasdaq?
Sublights. Yep. Sundial. Everyone wants to see Sundial, man, but it's like, oh yeah, it was the tree guy. That was what it was. That's what I wanted everyone to see again. Okay, tree guy. Here it is. It's the tree guy. That right there, my reaction when there's bullish divergence on multiple time scales, critical height slime, Bulkowski pattern, the PCZ of harmonic with the Japanese candlestick reversal. That's Dash. Dash inspired this meme. All right, so that's what I got my browser reset up for. Okay. Doesn't get much better. Well, it didn't get much better than Dash. And in Litecoin too, kind of. I mean, this was actually a little better than Litecoin, I think. All right. Pretty simple area where you probably want to be out of Dash is just below the bullish engulfing candle. That engulfing candle is kind of the buying signal with the divergence here. I mean, so a stop loss just somewhere like around 234, 235, and then your target's 363 no matter what the measure move is.
There is really nothing stopping it from going to ATH at 0.14790. Smiley face.
What's up, Ed? Thanks for the 20. Yeah, we can look at it.
Hey Mitch, can you check dollar shoes and dollar cocoa set?
Loose, yeah, we'll look at BQX. Sure. Thank you for the 20. Well, Bitcoin's super strong. Super strong. Price discovery. No real major resistance until 55K, and that's a 2618 local fib extension. 55K is psychological. I mean, that's where we are right now. So Bitcoin market cap $977 billion. We are less than 25 billion from 1 trillion. Would be amazing if it happens today, and especially if it happened while we were live, that would be crazy. And it's possible, man. Tree guy and Dogecoin. Tree guy, no. Not Dogecoin, Dashcoin, ANON. Alright, Sundial. Yeah, man. Can you even be surprised? You can't be surprised, man. Right, it ran up and it hit the next target, right, the high point where traders settled up November 2019. You got that confirmation January 21st, right? It gapped up and then it gapped. It gapped up and then it filled the gap, dark cloud cover reversal, and it's been selling off ever since and is now finally getting closer to a reasonable area. So you just got to wonder, there's no edge at all. Nothing implies upside or reversal or continuation at this next major support resistance, somewhat major support resistance from March of last year. You really think the way more strong support resistance is going to be down at 116, but yeah, nothing's really, there's no signal right here saying, oh, it's time to buy Sundial. Now there was certainly a time to say it was appropriate to be buying Sundial. Whether it was around the breakout point, or it was where there was lots of divergence, you were, you know, double bottoming, back testing springs and stuff. That's the composite operator. That's the smart money. Really dumb money losing lots of money, smart money making lots of money. Okay. That's your Sundial. Lights up. 4-hour MACD looking nice. Is it? I mean, hidden bullish divergence argument, yeah, it could start developing anytime it begins to show a Japanese candlestick reversal, but until then, man, it's like, that is not a good candle. It's just like you're at your lowest point. You know, we closed about 25 minutes ago, but you closed at your lowest point of the day. Gross, gap down. And there's a gap to fill, right? Like down at 127. So it's just all about if it can hold 165. That's your big area. I just don't think you have near enough data yet to be like, oh, it looks so good on the 4-hour when it's only your second negative histogram wick. What if the selling continues and the negative momentum continues to build, right? Then it's like not good. I just don't think it had its fun, and it pumped and it really dumped. It's a pump and dump right there. But yeah, it could end up just making a higher low eventually and going again. Sure. You hear that? Something about DGB. I mean, DGB, 1-hour sim triangle. Here's your daily. You think this is good? This is terrible. Like, for what we do, it's not good, man. I mean, this is when you want to acquire a position with the smart money. Now the smart money has acquired their position. Now retail's driving it up. You know, so sure, it could just keep going. Wow, 3 wicks up there. Overbought. I mean, yeah, it's like whatever. Short-term swing trades, 60-minute, 4-hour. Okay, it's up 10% today, so. A lot of divergence on the RSI on the 4-hour.
Can you check out OXT?
So Bar Lake, thanks for the 20. Sure. Thank you, man. Dude, this is a straight up, you know, parabolic run going on. I just don't like, with these coins, it's just like, ugh, what do you want me to do, man? Look, there's a sell wall at 8.5 cents, and it's just kind of a rectangle, man. It's just kind of a little rectangle. Right, between 7 cents and 8.5 cents. You break 8.5 cents, you're probably going to 10 cents psychological resistance.
Someone said I don't know how to do the measure move. I flipped into 1.618 is at 7 cents. See what you think. Thanks.
Man, well, thank you, dude. Sure. Alright, you break 8.5, you're going to 10. That's simple, okay? Other than that, man, I don't know. Like, bullish convergence, but then your RSI just every high keeps making lower levels, so it's really not that great, but sure. Why not, man? You just think about, in these market conditions, I guess, applying traditional technical analysis, you know, whatever. It's, remember, in the stupid, unsustainable trends and runs, right, FOMO runs, the people taking the most risk oftentimes win the most. But when it ends, those people who end up taking the most risk end up losing the most. So, do you want to do that? Do you really want to develop a habit of buying assets at these levels over and over and over again during this FOMO run? You have no idea when it's going to end, and then when you have no idea if it's over, you know, and what's up, Science Bunnies?
Science Bunnies super chatted $50. Cheers, bro. Thanks for streaming today.
Thanks for the 50, man. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, dude. Yeah, of course, man. That's what I do. I love doing this, man. Going live and looking at charts. That's the dream for me. So, thank y'all for helping me live the dream, I guess, right? Thanks for the 1,576 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell us up. We haven't even cracked 500 likes yet. And we're at, again, all-time highs on Bitcoin market cap right now. Bitcoin is inching up closer to its highest level ever, which currently is $52,284.95 on Coinbase. Yeah, like whatever. So you requesting this, dude? Like, what's the point, dude? Doing no one any favors. PQX. That was like trade setup stuff at some point. Oh, look here. Listen. Go figure. Right? Go figure. Remember having strategic stop below the two lows here, the divergence. That just, it was it, man. First target hit, and now you're working on the second one. 532. Wow, I'm so surprised. Remember down here, this was another trade setup. So this was done live on stream for free for everyone that was watching that cared, right? And now, yeah, hidden bullish divergence. You're about to go positive on momentum. I mean, you are now positive on momentum. So it's like the bulls getting the ball. All right, you back tested what was once resistance for a while that is now support. All right, time to go. Time to see you at 532 eventually. Unreal. Nothing more to talk about because this was talked about and brought up in a way more reasonable area. Okay, it's up 10% today. So OXT, next one. While Bitcoin, again, is about to be at all-time highs. OXT is only at 1% today. The trade played up brilliantly, and it's pulled back, and it's below. It's still technically below the third profit-taking level. Yeah, I gotta turn the YouTube subs off because YouTube's API evidently is stupid. They just, every time they make a change, they just screw it up for everyone.
Because I did not understand. Now making plans and trade setups and making big profit. Things, man.
Ms. DePita, thank you for the €5 super chat, and congratulations. I'm happy to hear that, man. That's big time. All right. Yeah, this is meant to be cold, calculated, robotic. There's not supposed to be any kind of adrenaline pumping, right? Everyone freaking out. It's like a Wolf of Wall Street or something. It's not like that, man. Not this type of trading. So, yep. We must be one with the robots. Because the majority of the trading is done by bots now. So, be a bot. So, Cal. Yep. Sure. So I don't know. I'm looking at it, and it's like one bottom, two bottoms. Yeah, could continue to the upside. Absolutely, man. Look, XA, BC. If it keeps going, man, it goes positive on momentum. It very well could be a harmonic, a fifth wave coming up, right? And I could believe it, man. I'd believe it. This is a major uptrend. Composite operator acquired its position when we did or had been accumulating, and we were happy to get in at 29.30 cents. Okay, and so now it's 61 cents. It's doubled in value. Doubled. And could eventually run again, like the rest. Yes, $1. Eventual 75 cents, but then $1 after that. What's up, W. Ballin, man?
Ballin took $32.32. Thoughts on silver? Just waiting for my options X of 2023 to do something. I know focus is on crypto right now, but just wondering your thoughts and if you mentioned it already.
Silver looks good, man. Silver looks good, dude. Thanks for the link contribution, dude.
Hey Mitch, can we look at CPE? Thank you, sir.
Oh, we'll look at CPE. Bradley, thank you.
I am a robot. B.
My name is JP. I am a robot.
Yes, all-time highs about to happen, chat. Do you hear me? Is this stream live right now? Are we alive? I don't know, man. It doesn't feel pumpy enough or crazy enough at all. I don't know. It's such a meh all-time high breakout. I don't know. Their trade setup on and everything. Just not enough hype. Short's getting liquidated. Get wrecked. And there it is. All-time highs, chat. Climbing further into outer space. Meh. Big deal, dude. Hey, join the Discord if you haven't. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't. We're at MitchRayTA, Twitter. At MitchRayTA, Instagram. Boom. We're just literally hanging out now, watching Bitcoin do what it's never done in the history of mankind. Market cap, 980 billion. So we're now $20 billion away from $1 trillion market cap, chat. Can you believe it?
Hey.
Is that a joint?
Neil's so dude, thanks to 420. Yep, hey indeed. I don't know, man. Feels like could play the A song. Everyone wants the A song.
Check out the Nicholas stock, low risk areas at $19. Thanks, Mitch.
What's up, Bryson? Thanks to the 20. Yeah, we can look at potential scam company, right? There it is, dude. 979 billion. So close. Okay. Trying to cover, request stream with a live price action stream that was earlier than normal time is tough.
Hey brother, banned from chat. Supported BTC once since I mined it. Regardless, have to give something back at this point. Show up every day. Made lots of money off your setups and now really just use you for confirmation if you check same asset. Cheers.
Thanks, James B, for the 420. Appreciate it, man.
Is that a joint?
Hey Songbird.
Yeah, I don't know, man, about, hey, song, I don't know, dude. Just doesn't, something just feels different, man. I don't know. It's just not the same as it normally has been for all-time highs. I don't know. So, I don't know, VeChain, just another one where it's like, look at it, man. I mean, what a run. I mean, it's been consolidating since February 12th, it's not very long, and trying to hold above 5 cents, that's psychological, dude. That's not a real support, so it could keep losing its negative momentum and go higher, but this is not really like a great looking setup for me. Right? I mean, it hit 6 cents. That was kind of a target, So sure, it could pump here, but nothing really looks that solid to me. Like, as like, oh my god, it sticks out. Like, this is it, dude. It's time. It doesn't really seem like. Okay, so we got this move on, man. Manimal, like. Okay, 7 cents. If it holds 5 cents holds, then 7, 6 cents, then 7. It's pretty, yeah. There were much better times on VeChain, right? Like when it was showing hidden bullish divergence on the daily. That was a great time. And that was before this big markup. So, and that was on stream. You know that if you watch. Yeah, this one, ALBT, which was trade setup stuff. Only like a few people could get in because it's on like Uniswap. That's it. What's up, Mark? Thanks for the 5. Feels weird. I don't know, it's only 2 hours earlier than normal. I streamed this morning at like, I don't know, 4 a.m. or something, 3 a.m. So yeah, with the ALBT, held what was once resistance is now support. I love it, man. This is setting up for, again, it's like kind of confirmation low. Just patience, 92 cents, 97 cents, and then $1.08 on ALBT up here. And then maybe eventually 123, the golden mean ratio. That's it, dude. ALBT, the patient man wins, got the perfect, pristine, unbelievably perfect entry. And so, patience. That's it, patience. This thing could take a while. That's it. About to go positive on momentum on the 4 hour. Looks much better than VeChain or AAV or whatever those other ones were that are getting requests that have already pumped substantially. This is one that's been consolidating, showing all kinds of signals, and is starting to play out. And is not done. What's up, Sir Edwards?
Love you all. Thank you so much, Mitch. We are really making this reality, sir. Amazing times. God bless everyone.
That's right, God bless. Thank you, Sir Edwards, man. Cheers. Thanks for being around.
Great stream, Mitch. Cheers.
What's up, Caesar? Thank you for the 328 super chat. Appreciate it. Okay, so much higher prices in time for ALBT if one's patient. Assuming the TA is going to continue to be respected. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is sexual almost, okay? Just trying to get through these requests, managing requests while we have all-time high stream that's early, okay? Yeah, silver looks pretty good, man. Still, like, you know, you had that Wall Street Bets bull crap, but I love it still. I think it's like just had that false breakout. Look, a maker. Hey, patrons. Maker. Nah, no one cares. It doesn't matter. So you're just like right at that resistance. I love it though. I love what you came on back to this high low point, the support resistance $26, and you finally regarded as support. You had the 200 moving average. Now you're making higher lows. I think the target's still $31. I just think patience is required. I've been holding silver, the ups and downs. I don't care. I'm good above $25. Really, that was for me. 26 was the big one. The longer you stay above 26, the higher the probability increases that you'll eventually make it to $31 and then eventually $35. So yeah, silver, man, one has to be patient. It is a patient man's game on this one by far. Silver, okay? Heck, you know what would be hilarious? If it came to backtest $26 again and then created a little cipher pattern entry right there. It could be a trade setup, a very small one, but after a move like this on a higher low value, that's exactly where we want to see harmonics, right? After big pumps, big retraces at value areas from the previous low to high, and then that pattern develops. That's it, man. So I would love to see silver hit 2620 or 26, right around there, the PCZ 786, 886 shark cipher. It doesn't matter to me. That could be an incredible entry for silver. They would probably take that to $31. All right, I'd love that. So Micro, please read the description below if you're requesting assets. Cheers.
Keep up the great work. Can you take a look at it?
What's up, San Jose, Cali? Yeah, we'll look at put it on the list. Cheers.
Hey, song at 53k at least, no BS.
Okay, if we get to 52, 9, and we're about to hit 53, I'll play the hate song. That'll be fair. That's fair enough. One time, right? We get because we like a whole stream be hate song, right? From this part. Yo, thank y'all. 1-ish coin, I don't know, dude. Please read the description below if you want requests. Thanks. Okay, next one. No, I bet this is looking good. Sure is. My God, man, you want to talk about textbook coupled with handle that's already played out? Well, I wish someone had requested CPE at some point, but there you go. The cup with handle. The handle actually ended up being just a bullish rectangle in the end. There's your cup with handle, like textbook cup with handle. Look, the left side, and what is the best cup with handle? The best cup with handle is when the right side of the cup is actually a little bit higher than the left side. That's a stronger pattern. clearly, I mean, it's just hindsight now, because you're requesting an asset that's done this. Like, what do you want from me as the analyst here, right? Like, the time to be requesting the assets when it's showing this cup and or the handle, like cup and handle, right? And from the breakout, and you've exceeded the measured move of the cup with handle. Like, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's like played out, and it's nearing this wick high that probably will act as support resistance. Then after that, if it ever broke that, I'd say it's like that. Then, like, you know, above 27.87, ever broke that, it's going to $35, $37 or so, and if it breaks 37, it's in a new range, right, where it goes to $49, $50, right, up there. Look straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. All right, so that's it, man. It's all about the ifs at this point, because the pattern, if you were trading a cup with handle, the cup with handle played out. And it's just hilarious that the cup with handle on the 4 hour ended up being a double bottom on the daily and weekly. So, beautiful.
Found your channel a year and a half ago. Life-changing information, Discord and book recommendations. Take note for those wavering. From BR, LA, but is the jacket for sale in merch? Or can it be? Thanks for what you do.
You're from Baton Rouge. Alright. Well, good to see you, man. Who dat, but roll tide, sorry. Jacket sale and merch. I don't know, dude. You're just saying that because y'all are like heck froze over down there. Maybe y'all didn't even get. I don't know if Baton Rouge got much snow. Did it? Well, just like don't worry, man. It'll get real hot. I was in a wedding in Baton Rouge in the middle of the summer outside. It was terrible, dude.
$38.60. Bitcoin Pammy. Because you take a look at Fury Gold.
Hey Pierce, thanks for the 3860 super chat. We can look at it. All right. Baton Rouge did get snow. That's right. Okay. It's crazy. There's snow coming tonight for me for hours, but I don't think it's gonna stick much. That's typical. All right. Next request. Hold on. That was so bad. But yeah, you could say definitely possible value areas, man. It's been a while since we looked at this. I just once all that scam news and stuff came out, I just stopped looking at it. You know, it's like whatever. And I'm glad I did stop. Let's look at it, man. It's just consecutive lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, over and over. Now this was amazing. This ran up and got one target, never got the second or third targets of that trade, but nevertheless, that's what can happen. 88% retraces, bullish divergence, all that stuff happened. Great. So let's clean it up a little bit, reassess. So you're talking like you made like a 95% retrace from your all-time low, or one of them, God, to the all-time high, right? So it is interesting, though. I mean, you could talk about a range between 1630 and 3548 at this point. I don't really see much of a harmonic, if anything. No, nothing really. I mean, there's X, A, B. This is too shallow to be any kind of harmonic, but I mean, it's holding above that 200 moving average.
Doubling up for $A.Q.B.
Hey, we come down to 1630. You sprung above that. If we back test 1630 as support, then I'm gonna feel a lot better. So maybe set up an alert on Nikola near that that ice line. But until then, I'm not really. No thanks, dude. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Give me something. I need a signal. I need something that gives me a reason to believe it's going up next. Because right now it's downtrending and it's not an area where it's easy to manage risk. It's not. So Nikola, move along, sir. Sorry. Oh, wow. And that's going. Okay. Oh boy, I gotta find one that's better than the, like, you know, an exchange that has more data or something. Maybe KuCoin. Not really at all, man.
Along the hay song. See what happens, Larry. Let's go. Is this your homework, Larry, pal?
That's right, Larry. That's right.
See what happens, Larry? See what happens?
Thank you, dude. For the threes. Just kind of look at like a range, and your, you know, VIDT, some S coin, dude, I've never heard of before, I don't think. Nearing that 89-cent resistance. I think that's the big one. You gotta love how, look what happened, you know. Someone asked about this. We'd had a plot like this. It went down and tested the bottom, right, and then it bounced. Morningstar wasn't much of an edge. There was no edge. It just bounced because of support. That's why that maker trade set up. It's like the oscillators aren't perfect, aren't that great, but it's still at a low risk area and it could still rally. So that's it. If it ever broke 89 cents, I mean, you know, you're gonna deal with probably that wick high. That's all-time high at $1. Psychological resistance. You ever break that? Well, we're talking fib extensions. Pretty easy to target above that. I mean, your first target above $1 is 118, and then I would say your golden mean ratio is 141. Second target. That's it. That's VIDT. Trying to bullishly engulf here. And it looks like it even right here in this midpoint, there's kind of like a heart line maybe of the range, and it's like, you know, it broke out and then it back tested that midpoint of the range and is now trying to engulf. So it's like trying to break, hook, and go there off that support resistance. Very interesting. Look, you can take that. It goes here too. It goes all the way back to November. So yeah, that's good. That's a favorable price action, and it could be setting up a higher price, especially if this hangs on. All right, VIDT target $1, 118, 141. Let's see if it can break out. Okay.
You locked in the groove.
Oof. Gross. Really gross. But at the same time, not that gross. Yeah, this one's definitely like, This is Fury on the daily, man.
Hey Mitch, can you add ENJ to your list? Smile.
Blank, what's up, dude? Thanks for the 2021. Is that Blank, man? The Blank that was once an OG of this community, but then disappeared for a very, very long time, until possibly right now, but probably not. It's probably a different Blank. Thanks, dude. So I don't know. Bad news. Bad stuff happened. Looks like, oh, there was a split. A split occurred, and it dumped on the split. And so now, yeah, it could be. I mean, very low risk areas. You know, you're at the bottom points. I mean, this goes all the way back to 2015, 2018. So you're holding that. Anything above 126 is okay. But at the same time, it's like you've rallied, hit near the resistance of 190, which is another peak. It's a peak back from, you could barely even tell. There was one high from June of 2015. That's why I plotted it there. It almost hit that before it sold off. So that's like the point where if it ever broke that, then there's a good chance it could have a big markup in price. I'm thinking like if it breaks $2, it could go to 272. So yeah, it's like X, A, B, C, D. Ooh, is this an alternate bat pattern? Oh my god, I've been looking for one of these. Alternate bats. Learned from Scott Carney, the man himself. It's close, man. It's real close. I mean, that's pretty much it, dude. An alternate bat pattern. Love it. So the alternate bat pattern is really interesting. It's like the hold
I
on.
request health, happiness, and prosperity to everyone in this wonderful community.
Jason Jordan, thank you for the 20. Thanks for the kind words, and not just $20 for a request. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that. So the bullish alternate bat, Scott Carney talks about. I consider the alternate bat pattern, if you know harmonics, as a lower high on C shark. Okay, that's exactly what it is. So you make the lower high on C right here instead of the higher high, so it's not a shark. So it's an alternate bat. So between the 886, anywhere in between the 886 and the 113% retrace is the pattern completion zone of the alternate bat pattern. This hit pretty much a 100% retrace, 98% retrace. Valid alternate bat pattern. So you got to wonder how much upside are we going to get on this? Because it is like showing a little daily bearish divergence on the MACD. But this will be it, man. Right? Stop loss you think could just be below $1. But dang, man, that's a long way down at this point. So, I mean, maybe below 126, this ice line from December 2018. So there you go, man. A bullish alternate bat pattern, or alternate bullish bat pattern. Okay. There wasn't really any divergence. I don't think you could have had divergence with the way the split happened and the gap down and the technical damage done. How could you get divergence? Just convergence. So, yeah, let's see what this turns into. Scott Carney would probably be proud here. This is the first alternate bat I've identified on stream before, so history being made in front of 1,735 of y'all. So y'all are all living history with me, okay? Okay, let's go to Maker. That's only up 5%, but do want to look at this because reasons. Yes, this is the reason why. Because it was range bound, it sprung, it back tested the spring. That's a buying signal. And the oscillators looked really good to me. I mean, they looked, just eyeballing it from experience, it looked good to me. All right, so sometimes you just got to go with your gut if you've done this long enough, right? And then you extend that, and you're like, there is hidden bullish divergence on Maker. The whole range you've been diverging. Hold on a sec. Music stopped, so. Bueller.
Clipping coupons in the stock market.
Oops, sorry. What just happened? Okay. See you at 28.35, but really see at 3,100 on Maker, then possibly stupidly higher prices. Okay. My goodness, Binance coin is up 30% right now, like it was a joke. Ah, so look at that. You had a demand line, you broke it, but it just ended up, it's like one of those where it ended up just being a range, right? A range in the end. And it's just moon to now. I mean, it hit all-time highs just moments ago, $175. There you have it, man. So demand lines get broken all the time, dude. So it is always important to remember, look left. You could always paint a horizontal line like this. And like I think a perfect example was like, was it DOT? No, it was Comp. Comp was the same thing where it had the exact same thing, but you have this horizontal line plotted. It's almost identical. Let's look at Comp real quick. Maybe not on performance recently, but I'm just talking about sizing up structures. Right, just like this, okay? Comp, beautiful. So this is one like Brad brought up, or someone brought up this morning. We had been looking at it. It looked like an ascending triangle, but then the market dumped. But look at this, man. You got that divergence looking stuff, convergence. Either way, it looks great. You're showing positive momentum now. You're about to jump across the creek. This, at this point, you could consider this a dragon. It's the dragon pattern. The head, the foot, the hump, the second foot, and the spine. You break the spine, that's when the dragon tail gets painted. And depending on how high it goes, depends on how legendary the dragon is. That will be written down in the history books, right? So, Comp looks good. It's only at 1.73%, but looks like if it breaks that, jumps across that creek, then the target's $540 to $550. That's it. Comp looks great. Or Coolio. Sorry, talking to my, got someone creating me a new desk for my new place, so I'm like in contact with them. Sorry, okay. Business. Okay, comp looks great. Working on a bullish and golden candle. Just showing positive Momo. This could be ready, man. Comp looks ready, chat. Been consolidating since it had that buying climax February 5th. Yeah, dude. I mean, it looks good. You're gonna look at something that looks similar in ways. Not perfect. Just burn this image in your mind. We'll do it almost perfect, okay? Try to make it to where it's like, oh yeah, let there be no doubt. I've seen this before.
If you set a SL on an asset of some coin, and for example your limit is $100, where do you set your stop? TA checks.
It always depends, Midnight City, man. I hate that I have to say that because it always depends looking left. And it always depends on the equitability of the trade, right? Like you have to get 3 to 1, right? So strategizing risk here. This morning we were looking at it. It was at it. It was like at the best entry area. I think I maybe even posted something about it. But I know you should go revisit the stream from this morning. But it's like if you're at that area, it's very easy to strategize, setting a stop, and target 3 to 1 reward to risk. So it just depends, man. It depends. Like it has to be. You always want a strategic stop. If you don't, you're just gambling. Like if you just set it randomly somewhere. What happens if it sells off to that random area where your stop is, stops you out, then keeps going, and it was a dumb trade, right? Oh, Litecoin alert went off. Are you kidding me? And didn't get a beep. Well, let's look. You see this, chat? Burn this image in your mind. Right there, the dragon. Hey. And then we go to. Hey, wait a second. I've seen this story before. It's the dragon. The dragon. On YFII. Remember? Same thing going on that MACD. It's going on with comp. Near a bottom, near a low. Beautiful. It's the dragon. Hey, wait a second. I've seen this story before. I've read this book before. What about Zcash? It's the dragon that went insane, dude. It was a much larger dragon than comps. Much larger. And obviously exceeded targets. That's crypto. Traditional targets in an untraditional market. Go figure. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. Okay? Go ahead and do it. We're getting closer to 1,000 likes. I think we can do it, man. Next one's Engine Coin. All right. Well, it's a trade setup that has only hit one target, and look how it back tested what was once resistance. The ascending triangle is support now, hidden bullish divergence, and now I love it, man. I freaking love it. Okay, this is an ongoing trade setup on Engine, where you're now like a low, the same low. You're unable. There's so much demand, it seems, on Engine that it is unable to go down to test that old sell wall again. It's too strong. So you're now going positive again on Engine for the first time since February 13th. So the bull's getting the ball. Then like the next targets, it's in the Patreon. Like those targets are literally there in the Patreon. So that's it. Look, you're back above your all-time high from 2018. That's really good, man. That's really, really good. See you at the other targets. See you at much higher levels eventually. All right, hidden divergence. Let's go, dude. Kings, Engine. That's it.
Oh dude, 4 strength, 4 style leather belt. Thanks for everything you do for the Patreon.
Is that a joint?
I revisited that ventrilo harassment last night, and it was hilarious. Oh, dude, 4 strength, 4 damn leather belt. This is great, man. Love it. Always be timeless. Okay, I'll be like 80 years old, and I'll still think that's hilarious. Thanks, Misfit. All right, move along, sir. That's it, man. Nice. Got through the requests. That's what I'm talking about, right? Stream's been live hour 22 minutes. Perfect, right? I'm not like overladen with requests. Normally, that was the way it was. When we had a $10 minimum or lower, it's an hour 22 minutes in, and I got like 10 to 15 more assets to look at. Now it's smooth and chill, and I can relax a little bit. Yeah, you got Monero up 20% today now. Oh my god, and it's at 267. How about that? The resistance. Beautiful. I mean, I just love this one because the edge was so powerful on the daily. All patrons were pinged, double bottomed outside of that range. Once you get back in, that was it, dude. You even confirmed that you were back inside the structure, and then the whipsaw, you broke out. You even back tested what was once resistance as support and showed hidden bullish divergence at that back test. And once that happened, look where you went. You're continuing on your bullish journey. Thoughts on it, dude? 1 out of 50 to 100 trade setups, you're gonna have people scamming people. That's what they were doing. They were misinforming their shareholders, and one of their long-term case studies got cancer from one of their products or whatever. I mean, it just happens, man. Like, oh god, there's nothing you can do about it. That's why position sizing is so important, right? If you were all in on blue, that's your fault. Like, no one ever said here ever to go all in on one asset. It doesn't matter how good the setup looks. You have to position size accordingly because you just don't know. That's it. That's how I feel about blue. It's just another asset, and they deserve what's coming to them. There's a class action lawsuit. I hope the victims get paid, man. There's your Monero, man. Up 20% today at a major resistance. Perfectly. 267. What is 267? Look left. It is just a peak from February 2018, a valley from February 25th. That's why I've plotted there. I think it's going to 291. I mean, if it breaks that. Above 291's 330. And then after that's 368. I mean, you got peaks, man. Each peak you gotta be cognizant of and identify it and talk about it. So Bitcoin's pulled back a little bit. Yeah, you're about $500 off your all-time highs now in Bitcoin. We got less than 2 hours till your daily candle close. Big engulfing candle on the daily on Monero. Beautiful. And there you go. Bouncing off that 70, that RSI. It's crazy, man. You see it do that. These assets will do it, man. So strong. Go back to Dash. That's up nice. Beginning to bullishly engulf on the daily. Nice. Starting to go. I mean, like, this is it, man. I mean, it broke out of its structure, and now there's not much resistance till 363. So I'll eventually see you there at 363, assuming Bitcoin doesn't crash or anything. That's it. So there's Dash, and then we can go back to Litecoin. That's up 11.58%. It has broken out. It has back tested the breakout, and now it's going. It's perfect, man. I mean, parabolic run off the cipher. There's a Discord link. Be sure to join it. Educational resources. You get pinged when I go live, and you're part of one of the most active communities in crypto. 12,000 members incoming. See you at 254. That's the target. That's it, dude. Double-digit percentage points up today. It's beautiful. I mean, not surprising at all. Hey, look at GBTC. Remember that one? $54. All-time highs today. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Incredible, man. So, let's see. We have people buying merchandise. Maskless Tender, thank you for the Canvas Print purchase. Anon, thank you for the Canvas Print purchase. J Powell, sub dude. Okay, sure. Sure. Was that it? What was it? DXF is a levered ETF, I think. So what is the underlying asset of the DXF? What is it? Why? You want to see it? Oh, I mean, yeah, accumulation like crazy, but so illiquid, dude. It's a million volume, but yeah, I love the way it looks. I love this accumulation, and I love how there's just like, all right, one more point, and if you ever break that, where it could go, it could be insane. Yeah, lots of accumulation here. But again, I have no idea. Look at all, it's so good. There's just all the gaps, and there's just no one trading it. Even though somehow it says there's, see, the 10-day average is 603,000 volume, which is not enough. Not enough, man. But yeah, it's starting to leg up. You can see like acceleration of accumulation a little bit. And it's kind of like that. You had it like that. If you adjust whatever, okay, make adjustments. Ever breaks 217, man. Wow. Could definitely be headed to 316. It's like 316 to 345, and after that, wow, it could go up to 695. So yeah, it's down there, but again, I don't know, man. It's like, if you want to trade something that looks like this on a chart, so illiquid, have at it, Hoss. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's trying to reverse. If it breaks $2, it could moon, like any other asset. Straight down, look, straight down, straight up, straight down. That's all the historical price action you have between 217 and 316. That's it. Okay, so it could just go straight up again to test that. Cool, DXO. You did miss it, Nick. You did miss it. Bitcoin's now finally overbought on the 4-hour. Just barely. It's like 71. Oh, the breakout, man. It's the breakout of the trend, the RSI trend. Nick, VeChain's big old who cares burger now, right? Your last target you sold was 6 cents. Okay, well, find something else. Congratulations on making money on VeChain. It doesn't really look that great for, like, of course you could just keep going up because we're in those market conditions, but if you're talking about buying signals right now at value areas, no, nothing on VeChain. I'm sorry, man. Like, we just had it, right? It just played out. There was that daily hidden bullish divergence that, oh my God, it's a head and shoulders, but how could it be an inverse head and shoulders or a head and shoulders when you have this much seller exhaustion on the daily? And from there, moon. It hit those targets, right? What's up, bud? Eric.
Hi, raising one hand, April please. Not tech. Mitch, can you check out Bondly ETH?
We'll do it. Not okay, Daniel. Sure. What is happening?
Bondly USDT, not ETH.
Oh yeah, that. Sorry, I was reading that one when the other one happened. Okay. Do we miss a annual Patreon sub? I got no notification of that. If we did. Oh my God, we did. Hey, yeah, we did. We did, and this is their system started bugging out again this month. I think it's because of processing. It takes a lot longer to process the annual patrons than it does just the monthly ones. So it doesn't notify me until that's completely done. But yes, I'm seeing it on my recents. Peter L, thank you so much for joining the Patreon annual. Let's go, dude. Hype in the freaking chat. Seriously, dude. I really appreciate that. And we're like 45, going on 50 annual patrons or something now. It's incredible, dude. Thank y'all.
Is that a joint?
Bruh. Hype in the chat!
What's up, Big Fish? Yep, sure. We can do that. We can do it, man.
Noise! Yo, Mitch, good looking on the free education. Can you look at XLM4HR?
Yes, we can. Thank you. All right, let me pull up this next one. I mean, man, I'm like, it's kind of just like, what can we do here, man? Right? I mean, I like how it rallied, it broke out, back tested the old resistance as support, and it's running. What can I do now, man? Yeah, maybe hidden bullish divergence going on, maybe. You know, could just keep running, dude. But I mean, that's just.
Could you take a look at RSR/used on Binance? Thanks for the education and good vibes.
Benjamin. Yeah, we can look at the reserve your rights. Yes, sure. Thank you, dude. Thanks for the 20 euro super chat. Dude, you're asking me to do something here. There's nothing I can do, man. It's like going into a parabolic run. It's really high, and could keep going higher. And then you're just thinking like, what, like 80 cents, 90 cents, a dollar. Dollar could be the target if it kept going. But this is not anywhere where I would be taking a long on it. And because like if I did, then it's literally just gambling. You have no, I mean, you have a little hidden divergence, but I just like hidden divergence when there's value. When you're premiums, when you're at all-time highs, like taking longs at all-time, man, it's up for me to want to do anything with this. Sorry, I mean, like you get more value. You seriously get more value in your contributions and your tips when you actually know what I want to see. Like what we're looking for, all of us as swing traders, that's where you get the most value. So if you just tip an asset because no one's getting value out of this, not really, like all the 1,700 people watching, no one's getting value from this request. So I just have to look at it and be like, dang, dude, we have to move on. I hate it, you know, but I do appreciate it too. Like because you are supporting the stream. It's 100% crowdsourced stream. Yep, I mean, yeah, of course, dude, of course. Like XLM looks like it's ready to go again. Looks very similar to Engine Coin, right? You got very, very real hidden bullish divergence going on the oscillators. You're making one bottom, a second bottom. You're confirming the bottom's in for now. It's like a mini dragon, or it's just, look, man, it's just pattern after pattern after pattern playing out on how many freaking patterns have to play out bullishly on XLM. This has been so strong. It all started though with the bullish cipher pattern, trade setup through rising valleys, moons, and then look, even after that dump, it showed this bullish Gartley pattern. Even got the confirmation. It was beautiful, double bottom, mooned again, and look, another one. Now you could extend this out to whatever, you know, same thing. It's incredible, man. And then ascending triangle stuff behavior, you broke out, you back tested it, and then you went and hit that measure move, and you exceeded it, and you doubled it plus, and now you're selling off, but now one bottom, another bottom. Yeah, I mean, it looks like XLM's ready to go run up and test 58 cents again. That's what it's looking like to me, man. 58 cents and then beyond. This market is whack right now, stupidly whack. All right, that's kind of it. About to go positive on momentum. Looks good. Yep. It's like it's being implied a continuation to the upside. Continuation, man. Yep, see you at 58 cents on XLM. Looks good. Oh, man. Oh, I kind of like this. Wow, it's pretty interesting. Wow, it's just... This is what we're talking about. Kind of a strategic area. Kind of, right? I mean, you talk about the range we were in on RSR. Okay, the range, man, between 3 cents and 5 cents. You back tested the top of the range not once, but twice. The second time. What's happening on that second time? You got the hidden bullish divergence, but look, you're about to go positive on momentum. So one bottom, two bottoms, supply line. I think you broke out, and this you're talking targets pretty much 7.8 cents, like all-time highs. I think that's where one be gunning for. All right, 7.8 cents. What's up, JD? Yeah, and very easy to assess risk. You don't want anything to do with RSR below 5 cents, right? That's the cutoff point. Clearly, duh. Nothing to do with RSR below that. So this holds, man. Again, 7.8. I'm reiterating myself just so people understand. I want people to come be like, do you see RSR? People requesting RSR when it's at 10 cents, being like, could you do this now? It's like, I'm telling you now. It looks kind of decent here. All right. Confirmation low, hidden divergence, about to go positive, double back to. This is it, man. It's like RSR. All right. See ya. Higher prices. All right. Anyway. Yeah. I'm crazy, man. I mean, like, unreal. I mean, there was a time and place. There was definitely a time and place on SNX. But now it's like, wow. Yeah, it looks like hidden divergence. Could just keep going, man. Sure. It definitely looks like keep going. It's not at a value area at all. It's not at a, like we just looked at RSR. At least it's back testing an old support. This one's not. It's just at moon levels, dude. How do we get a curved line out on this one or something? Try to do something with it. My God, this is ridiculous. I mean, this is just pretty much what's happening. It's nuanced way of looking at you're just parabolic, right? It's in a parabolic uptrend right now. So one bottom to another. I mean, the TA is respected for real, even in the stupid conditions. I mean, your target's all-time highs like 28 bucks, 29 bucks. Hard to argue here, man, with the 4 hour. Also, you're looking good. And then kind of like locally, it's like one low, a lower low. It's almost like you could argue kind of divergent. There's like the classic bullish average on the 60-minute, right? Yeah, so this is it, man. I'll see you up at all-time highs again if TA plays out. If like Bitcoin doesn't crash and SNX is allowed to keep doing what it's doing, higher prices look probable here, which is wild. What's up, Brooklino? It's good to see y'all. I love it, man. Like, through the requests and just relaxing, no pressure. Hour 40 minutes into this early live stream. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Bitcoin's just up and down, up and down. Who knows? It could take a while, all right? But, man, you can't say there wasn't definitely kind of an opportunity on Bitcoin.
First time
At least for a
$1,000.
low risk,
Invest
manageable
in
risk.
Bitcoin, or ETH.
I would take some of that money, Kane, and invest in books. Invest in yourself, man. I bet you money you could invest $1,000 in yourself, and it'd probably be a better investment than Bitcoin, Cardano, or Ethereum right now. Just saying, man. Thanks, dude. I don't know what your request was, Eric, man. Sorry. Oh, Apple. My bad, dude. Sorry. Yeah. One that slipped through the cracks. Yeah, not so good, man. Really tough, dude. That's not good at all. Really. A lower high in the previous high. Almost like head and shoulders stuff. Oof. Getting a little scary here, isn't it? That's not good. You have distribution going on Apple now. This could have had to do with, right, fell through the whole car making stuff. So, you're at a critical, somewhat critical support. A little bit, I mean, up thrusted through all-time highs. It looked good, and now it doesn't really look that good. So you would think if it's kind of scuffed, man, but if that neckline is like this, and you already broke the neckline if that was it. But, I don't know, there's probably like a demand line or something too, if you're in an uptrend of some sort.
Hi Mitch, can you tell me, is there a potential bearish bat or bearish crab at OMVAG, Zetradax, forming? Thanks a lot for your great work.
What's up, Boombert? Thanks for the 20, dude. Let's just, let's plot a channel here. Let's mess around. Go to the drawing board. So I anchor from the top. How's that go? Finger from the top. Well, then you got downside. Right? What if we adjust it here like this? Oh, I like that. Because then you get touches on the bottom, multiple touches on the bottom, multiple touches on the top. So it seems like you're in an uptrend, but everything's fine. I think Apple could be in a little bit of trouble if it falls below 127, because that's like a very discernible swing low on the 4 hour, right? Below that. I mean, that should be strong, dude, because look, there's a peak from October 12th.
Congrats on all your success. Cheers.
Eddie Sharif, thanks for the $27 Canadian dollars, man. The loonies, dude. Yeah, we can look at IDEX to Bitcoin, sure. So Apple, man, there was opportunity. We were really bullish on Apple on this third low, on the back test of the breakout, and now, like, you know, it's not that great. It ran up, it played out completely, and now it's making a lower high in the previous high, you know? Now, what can happen if Money Printer just goes burr? Hey, one bottom, a second bottom. That'd be hilarious, you know, if it pivots here, making higher low and goes again. But to me, it doesn't really look like, oh, it's setting up for just much higher prices. It looks so good right now. It just, it did. There was a chance on this one, and it was in late November, and we were here covering it, right?
The next 5-year outlook.
I mean, it could be, but then we do this, and it's just like, dude, 5-year outlook on, like, anything on this market's scary. Look at the weekly, dude. The weekly is so scary on Apple. Look at this bearish divergence, man. It's so bad. It's so much exhaustion. But, of course, yeah, Money Burner go burr, so screw TA, right? But look at this, man. On the weekly, Apple's got triple RSI, bearish divergence. So 5-year outlook, let's just talk about like a 1 year, 6 month outlook, because I don't, you know, sure, it's probably gonna be fine in 5 years, but dude, this is not like technically what you want to see if you want higher prices in the short-term, mid-term future. That right there on the slightly higher high, look, man, remember a few weeks ago we had the bearish dark cloud cover reversal candle. Well, look at it, man. That's the reversal candle, dude. That's it right there. That's it. Sorry, that's from another time scale thing. Oh, APLE. God dang it, man. You're right. Sorry. Apple looks bad though. At least we got that out of it. Oh, it broke above $14 today. $13.85. Very good. Very, very good. We have somewhat of a breakout today on APLE, Apple Hospitality REIT. Well, you're breaking out. You got 1 day, 23 hours, about 2 more trading days before we get a confirmation of a breakout. We're talking the highest level you've seen since March of last year. So if it holds above $14, it's going to $17. That's the target, okay? On APLE. If you get a close above that, I think in time, $17. You ever break $17? I mean, we're probably talking like $20 after that. So good to see. Look at that nice little high and tight bull flag action. Nice bullish consolidation up there on the weekly. Not overbought. Much better looking than AAPLE for sure. APLE. There you go. Okay. Well, kind of a little late to this one. I mean, it's a gorgeous chart, though. I do love the way this chart looks. Yep, I mean, this is very, like, you know, there was divergence. This looked like a oil financials, right? Really, really nice bullish divergence on the weekly. It's all hindsight now. What do you want from me? Like, it's not my fault that someone requested this after it's mooned in the past, I don't know, 4 months, 5 months. So I'm just looking at something that's happened. So all I can do to provide value to the viewers is like talk about how it started. Look, you double bottomed at a critical ice line. The time to be requesting OMV was not today. It was in October, late October, early November. Well, that was the time. Because look, that's the entry area. That's the one. 1 bottom, 2 bottoms. Oh yeah, dude. So now, where are you? You're just at an area where it could potentially reverse violently to the downside. If you ever broke that, then chances are it could see $56 in time. But yeah, it's up 1.62% today. This is the weekly. So you got to break that, man, and you're just right at it. So I mean, that's like the swing traders like taking their entry at $21 and they're taking profit at $40. So you asking about it now is like, right? I mean, that's like, you get what I'm saying? What's up, Jack? You're looking forward to my polo shirts again? Yeah. Do it here and there. That's it, dude. Right? I mean, OMV, get it. The time to request an asset. If you're watching this stream and you always want to request an asset or something, is like, hey, looking for the stuff that I teach on stream every single day, what I teach in the Patreon. All right? Value areas, not already pumped and it's at reversal areas.
Do you see it breaking 20 and going to 30 anytime soon? Thanks.
I don't know. Brian K, thanks for the 28 pound or 20 euro super chat. Gotta look at the next one. Okay, man, it's kind of just like, oh, kind of interesting. I mean, momentum is somewhat shifting a little bit on this one, is it not? IDEX, but so low liquidity. Look at the scam wicks, man. There's so many of them. All it's done is lower highs, lower lows forever. But yeah, now it's starting to uptrend. It's always only tested that 400, 200 moving average as resistance, but then something happened January 29th of this year. Yeah, somehow got above the 200 moving average, rallied, sold off. You're above the 200 moving average, testing it, above it. Whoa. Momentum is shifting on this quietly. So it's almost like you just want to look at IDEX, you know. I don't know, we should probably draw like a demand line or something, you know, something like this, man. Sure, cool. I don't know, target would be probably that next high at 253 sats again. You ever break that? I mean, who knows? Like probably up here, right around 660 sats. There's just very little support resistance. Maybe 524. That'd probably be where to be headed to if it ever broke 253 sats. That's it, man. All right, yeah. Accumulation's happening. But accumulation happens in bear trends all the time, man. What if Bitcoin keeps going? I highly doubt IDEX could keep outperforming Bitcoin at Bitcoin's pace right now, man. It's going to be real hard for this random S coin to do that. And that's what these charts are. These two BTC pairs are like, just think about, this is compared to Bitcoin that is getting institutional money, had $5.3 billion infused into it at $48,000. No one's doing that with IDEX. No one in their right mind ever. I didn't even know this thing really existed until like right now. I've been in this space 3+ years now, you know, so new random S coins pop up all over the place. So I would rather, you should look at IDEX to the US dollars. You don't have to worry about it being paired to a very, very powerful, one of the best performing assets on the effing planet. I mean, all time it is. It is by far the most incredible performing asset ever in the past 10, 11 years. So it's up like 4.5. I think it's up even more, 4.5 million % or something from inception, excuse me. Thank you, Ree. But remember, please read the description below if you're requesting assets. Thanks.
Can we chart Tesla? Heart.
Eric, sure. Yep, Tesla. Hasn't been doing well, man. Oh yeah, moving on. Next one was a band, which had an amazing harmonic, a huge one, and then it broke out, and just respecting the TA, and it's continuing to respect the TA, exceeding targets now. I mean, I don't even know what the heck to say anymore, man. I mean, right? It was just another harmonic. You know, it had a double bottom here. It just kept trying to break 751. It couldn't do it. It never fell below the PCZ of the bullish bat pattern. And then eventually broke 751, which was a major resistance. And then it double bottomed, back testing it as support with hidden bullish divergence, which we knew could take you to the next target, which it did. If you want another target, 2176, and you want another target, 2675, the gold mean ratio of the harmonic. That's it, dude. It's like played out, man. Yeah, you had your time. You had too much time on band. You had between November 6th and January, the beginning of January this year, to take a low-risk, high-reward opportunity entry on this asset. You could even have bought at the back test, on the second back test, man.
Here's in more, bro.
Alright, Ree, thanks, man. Sure. Hey, what's up, Andrew P? Thanks for the 5, dude. I don't even know if it played. Because we're going, man. We're doing things. So it's like, why are you requesting this now? Why? Yeah, I mean, nothing's implying on the daily there's upside next. Nothing's saying that right now because it just had a huge run and hit its target, third target. I mean, sure, yeah, it looks strong. It actually looks stupid strong right now. Of course it does. Like all these other S coins, man. It's like hidden divergence, and then you're going sideways and you're losing all your negative momo. So it's almost like you could argue there's many divergence. Yeah, I mean, next leg up. We just talked about it on the daily. What the targets are if it plays out, right? If it actually catches bids and starts around again, 2176 or 2175 and 2675. All right, those are your next targets if it's going to keep going. All right. Just remember, we brought this up. These targets were here when this asset was down at like $4.20, man. $4.30. That's when we identified it and set these targets. So this has just been left alone. And it's doing it. It's methodically playing out. Nice. All right. Next one was Ethereum to Bitcoin. Been looking at that like daily. Yep. And how about that, man? A double top. You're back inside the range. And it's like, you just don't know, man. The Bitcoin is continually outperforming this asset. I think it's in an uptrend until it falls below 2.4 million sats or whatever, 24,000 on this screen right here. Okay. So to me, this could keep going, man. I think you confirmed that the breakout was fake on the second high. So the fake breakout, right? You're back inside the range now, and you could keep sliding. You could go down to much lower levels. You could come to back test 2.7 million sats or whatever, whatever it is, right? It could keep selling off, man. It's pretty clear. Look what Bitcoin's doing compared to Ethereum. Ethereum's not able to move. It's moving, but not at the pace that Bitcoin is. So that was your tell, man. Like you like, it was really good. Like, things were so good, and then it failed to break out and dumped back in the range, and now you can't be as bullish. But you understand the trend is still bullish because you got lows, you got higher lows, you got higher lows than that, and you're making higher highs than your previous highs, higher highs than your previous highs. So it's just gonna come back, make a higher low somewhere, pivot, and then eventually it'll test the top of the range, and if it can break it, then we'll start speaking bullishly about Ethereum to Bitcoin again. But until then, it's like it's gonna keep pulling back. That's Ethereum to BTC. But yeah, man, yeah, in long term, it looks good. It's in an uptrend right now, but there's more selling, it seems, that could be had. Next one. Thought I'd looked at this. I know I've looked at this kind of recently. And it's kind of crazy. Alright, look like there was opportunity, man. Look at this bullish divergence down here. Good God. Spring back test. There was composite, man, was all over this one, but you know. Alright, look at that. September 9th, 2020. Look how you even back tested the spring right there. And you had that that was the signal, man. That was it, man, on Zapdos. The US dollar tether. Zapdos is my favorite Pokemon, I guess, man. Someone asked me about it. So I had to think. And that's what I came up with. Alright. At this point, what do you want? Yeah, you sure. You back tested that congestion area, that August 15th high. You back tested it and you bounced violently. But it's down 12.35% still today. So I have no idea. Like, I'm not going to tell you, like, what can I tell you about this besides it looked really good in the past, and look at it now. Who cares? Move on. It could do anything, man. Look where it is. It's in between 21 cents and 35 cents. There's nothing here. So it could just sell off. There's nowhere to strategically set up a stop loss. Scalper's dream, I guess, earlier today.
I'm just trying to contribute, so I'm searching for things we haven't talked about. jar/USDT.
Well, as long as they have, like, there's a reason to look at them, you know. Jonathan, thank you for the 20. Appreciate it, man. All right, next one is Tesla. Old Tesla. Well, we're just talking about the weekly. It had broken out of that crazy uptrend it had been in, right? It's nearing a back test of it, isn't it? But the $780, $800, those are like two analysts' targets. This is very, very interesting here. Whoa. Whoa. Like, if you hold this, man, it could be really good. Right, you're just range bound now, right? You were in your own little range. Morning star, morning doji star, whatever. Reversal on the 4 hour and a nice big green candle to get back above $800, and you could run up to 884, the top of the range. It's not really that strong on the MACD. I mean, it could be. I mean, you could definitely argue from this low to this discernible other low that you have lower levels of negative momentum. Therefore, it's like, hey, someone could say maybe it's bullish divergence there. Some seller exhaustion at 780, which again is just like JP Morgan's or Goldman Sachs. That was their price target. That's when we plotted it when we were down here, and it ran up, exceeded that. So yeah, hold this, get above $800 again, and you could eventually see 884. You're very critical edge, because if you don't hold this, good chance you're coming down to 684 on Tesla. So critical areas, big time. All right. Okay, that's it. 780. Be careful. Alright, Bitcoin pulling back some. We got an hour and 14 minutes to your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much, everyone. Be sure to join the Discord. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you haven't already. Appreciate it. This one's ugly. Real ugly. Had a real nice run. It's major double top. I mean, you know, this is pretty much worthless. This is 5.7 of a penny where it double topped, and now it's like falling into the zone of support where if it ever falls below 4/100ths of a penny, it's in a lot of trouble. This is a congestion area where, man, it's going to take time here. Like, two things happen. It pivots, eventually holds and rallies and gets back above 4.2/100ths of a penny, and then rallies to much higher levels again. Or it can't hold and then eventually falls to the abyss to 2.4 of 1 cent, man, because that's like that's kind of the historical context, man. Look in between 2.4/100ths of a penny, or tenths of 1 penny, to 4/10ths of 1 penny. It's like straight down, straight up, 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 straight down, straight up. And there's some chop in between there, but mainly that's it. So this is kind of, you just paint this, right? You just plot it like that, and you're in this zone that could be very dangerous if you fall below it, but this could also be an area where it chops around and builds a new support. So it's just I don't think there's any opportunity right now for long. There's nothing implying upside. It's at the RSI is at its lowest level since late January on the 4-hour, and you're about to be in bearish territory. Negative momentum is building. You're not oversold, so I mean it could just keep selling. So something to keep an eye on JAR. It's down 10.31%. It was down 12% just moments ago. All right, that's it, dude. Did it, man. We did it. Got through all the requests. All right, 2-hour live stream. Boom. So everything kind of pulling back a little bit. Everything. Because Bitcoin. That's really not that big of a deal. Like, you're just barely overbought. If you may not even be overbought anymore. You're just right at it, dude. You're just like right at 70. What a beautiful setup this was on Bitcoin. It's just a momentum setup. There wasn't value involved. It was just playing the oscillators and the bullish engulfing candle patrons. And more upside seems possible the way it still looks on the 4-hour. I mean, I think soon $1 trillion market cap on Bitcoin. I mean, you hit 978 billion at the highest point of this 4-hour candle. It seems is coming sooner rather than later.
Doge Daily. Pitchfork tool from Ellen's first tweet 1 to 01 to 21 hectares.
So Banon, thanks to 20. You see Doge. Down 7.76%. It's ugly, man. It's bleeding out. Right? Failed pattern. Or a pattern that was real and became confirmed, but was never able to break its previous all-time high, and was certainly never able to hit the 100% measured move. So got to go back to the drawing board, and we got to resize this up, reassess it, do some more analysis, because it's over. That analysis is kind of done. It was bad. All right. bleeding out and could continue to bleed out, man. Who knows about this crap, right? I mean, I think everyone knows at this point, Doge has like an endless supply, and more Dogecoin gets created like daily, lots of it. So, I mean, trying to talk about a harmonic, there wasn't much of a wave here. I mean, you're losing the negative Momo, but I'm not sure I really see anything that sticks out as amazing at this point. Hey, this was like a bearish, in the end, a bearish alternate bat pattern or something. Oh my god, it was. It was a bearish alternate bat pattern. See, I just learned about the bearish alternate bat, so from Scott Carney, the man himself. I think he'd be like, holy crap, dude, if I plotted this. Perfect. Alternate bat pattern. 100% retrace to 113, 88% to 113%, anywhere in between. That was 100%, man. He talks about that. And it's selling off at that pattern completion zone, so continue to sell. So, I mean, just eventually make a higher low than your, 2.9 cents and make a higher low, and then probably run again to attempt to rally. So, all right, that's Doge. What are you talking about? Daily on Doge. Pitchfork. Yeah, I know. He was like telling people to sell all their Dogecoin or something. He was like begging them to, so he can buy or something. Here's log scale. I think looking at Doge and log scale is pretty nice here. So clearly let parabolic trends, Jeez, dude, how can you eat? It's like almost like you can't even do it. No, I don't think it elevated so fast. There's not even curved line tool. Isn't really that good. Talking about IBM or IMB? JR, thanks for 25. Hey, Slick. Thanks so much for joining the Patreon right now. Kings, dude. Well, please be sure to sync with the Patreon on the Discord. You know what to do, man. Thank you. You have to do that. If you're a new patron out there and you haven't done this and you're like watching the stream, like listen to me. Like if you are a patron and you're not in the Discord, you're doing it wrong and you're going to miss out on all the value. I don't even know why you're a patron if you aren't in the Discord, okay? That's like where all the value, all the trade setups are now, okay? Like trying to wean people off Patreon so they get it. Like, oh, everything's in Discord. I'm relying solely on the Discord, not the Patreon. Ah, that makes sense. That's what you got to get through your minds. Trying to keep telling you that every day, pretty much. So Dogecoin, man, it's almost like a daily double top. Look, one top, a second top. Yeah, hidden bullish divergence at any point. Anything above 2.9. Shoot, man, anything less than a cent on the daily, hidden divergence. So it could keep going, man, but it's a meme. It's like a meme, dude. Just make a higher low than previous lows and you'll be fine. It'll rally again, probably. Okay. I'm not assuming here, so I'm just going to go with IMB. I know he said Doe. So he meant IBM. I knew it. Boom. So bear with me on this one, okay? Your extremely critical areas on IBM, man. I've had this plotted for a long time. Very, very long time. But just open mind thinking here. All right, you have a long-term uptrend and a short-term downtrend, or not short-term. It's a historically long-term uptrend, and then like just a normal long-term downtrend. You understand IBM's been in a bear trend since 2012, right? 2012 and 13. It hit the top. Look, IPO price in 1968, man. Yes, 1968. Look right here, 1999, and look, you up thrusted through it, and then you sold off, and you even back tested it as resistance in April of 2014. What's up, Lupgao? Morpheus coin, gross. Sure. So now look where it is. Now I remember we identified this back in 2019, in early 2019, and it actually had a beautiful bounce off that demand line that goes back to 1993, 2008. You got it again in in January 2019. You bounced, then you sold off again, COVID crash. And you're really trying to hold above this demand line from history. It's so tough, but it's trying to like back test the spring here. Look at that. It's gorgeous. So what I could do here is maybe make this only visible on the daily, and then I'll make this only visible on the weekly. So again, we're not like, you know, it just gets really busy when you have different trends drawn. So look at that, man. I mean, that's where you are. You understand how critical this is? If this doesn't hold, you'd be falling out of an all-time trend from 1968 and 1996 or whatever. So that's where you are. You're at the very bottom of it again. Okay, and it's technically like what happens. You sprung, you back test the spring, but then look, you fell below it. You sprung again. You're now trying to back test the spring once more on IBM. Man, you're talking about... Someone cue up the critical area song, because that's exactly where IBM is, dude. I just can't articulate how important this area is, dude. All right? So make of that what you will. It's not really showing an edge right now on the week. It's not like, oh my god, it's bullish divergence, it's time to rise. It's not really doing that right now, but can't take away. Right here, here's the downtrend. Here's the downtrend you're seeing, and you're just we need to draw horizontal lines, right? You look at this. This is very important on IBM. So think about it. We got a nice line that goes back to 2016. And at the same time, we know we're not only back testing a spring from 2016, we're back testing that 1996 demand line. So right here, you've got confluence of different supports. So this is like, it's either going to have a really good time or it's screwed. I'll leave the decision up to you on what it's going to do, because that's what's going on. It's at the, if you're talking about the lowest risk areas ever on IBM, but your issue is multi-year downtrend, right? But you can't, hey, so it's easy to manage risk in this situation, right? You don't want anything to do with this crap below 117.59, right? Is that easy? Look at this. This is huge, man. This is a big deal. 2010, 2008. If you hold above this, IBM could be running to 145 in time. Very interesting. Dang, man, IBM. I'm freaking out a little bit. It's the demand line. It's the ice line. So again, man, it's just a simple way of just looking at it. Hey, dude, pretty easy. This could take months or something to play out. I just think like just there. I mean, like 113.73. That's plenty of room for wicks and scam wicks and price action and stop hunting. I mean, I think your target's just that old supply line that goes back again to 2012. That's it. I mean, you got 4+1 reward to risk in that situation. But man, just think about it. What happens at ice lines when you spring and back test springs? You do almost the same thing most of the time you do from the history. Like, look what happened when you sprung and back tested that spring in 2010. You went to the moon. Look what happened when you, again, retested that same area in February 2016. You mooned, right? Look what happened when you fell below it and rallied and got back above it in January 2019. You mooned. So why could it not be the same thing going on right now? You know, the interesting thing about this downtrend that for multiple years is instead of making much lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, you're now making almost the same type of lows that you were back from 2016. I mean, it's just now actually there's a higher low from October of last year. So you're no longer making lower lows. You're actually making higher lows. Okay, the argument strengthens that IBM could eventually see 145 to 147, depending on how long it takes you to get there. But that supply line from 2012 is the target on IBM. All right? Okay. Let's go, dude. are we coolio? It's a beautiful downtrend, right? That's it, man. We got through all the requests. So there's like now, I officially should be going live right now as I'm speaking to you. Hitting that live button, boom. But now I've been live 2 hours, 15 minutes. Cool. Thanks for the 1,900 people tuned in, and thanks for the 1,000 likes. Obligatory Jesus chomps for that. Thank y'all. Really appreciate it. It's always a big deal when you get over 1,000 likes, man, on stream. Very grateful. Awesome.
Noise!
Can we look at stake, brother?
Features of stick. What's up, Joe? Yeah, we can look at it, sure. Just looking at Bitcoin on the daily here, top of the hour. I mean, that's... Remember, if you were going to measure this like a bull flag, just the pole, we're talking $58,000 is the target. 57, 58. It's like maybe 57.5 or something, measuring just from where it started in December to the top. I'm just talking about this, man. Like, this is a very aggressive way of measuring, and it's... Someone could have done this. Because, like, some people would... say flag, not wedge. I think wedge, but hey, I'm way more conservative than a lot of other people, so that's what I'm talking about. That target of the actual pole itself is $57,319. All right, up there. So that's probably where it's headed, you'd think, right? 55K at least. Stake. I'm still waiting on the finale to stake. 2 or 3 targets. Where is it, man? There it is. Yeah, dude, it's just one of those, man. It's one I do like. I think it's cool though what it's trying to do. I had this plotted kind of. It looked like it was ascending triangle stuff, and then Bitcoin sold off or rallied, and all the alts got wrecked. Man, this was damage done during the big pullback, right? The one where like we're talking Sunday when everything was down 20%, and it just got hit with that. So okay. So what did it do? It just went and kind of back tested this high from January 18th as support once. Now kind of twice. So it's kind of like, kind of reminds me of what Comp's doing, maybe kind of what Tesla's trying to do, where you're just range bound between $20 and $25, $26, right? So that's kind of it right now. You could try to argue hidden divergence is going on, but what if Bitcoin has done? I mean, it's kind of easy to manage risk here at this point, right? Yeah, I mean, you don't want anything to do with stake below 1985 or whatever, because below that you probably could very well see $15, $16 again, right? So it is certainly not the area to be going. Like, I mean, it's something where someone could swing trade it, I guess, take a shot on it, but the oscillators are okay. They're okay. I mean, one low, the same low. I mean, you could say divergence here. If it's going to bounce, this is going to be the spot where it's going to bounce, right? That's what I mean. And then if you want to look at where, you know, the smart money entered on stake, I'll be happy to show you. The smart money entered on stake. It was January 3rd. The double bottom, PCZ, the harmonic, the bullish divergence was there at the ice line. The only support that made sense. Value. There you go, dude. 2 of the 3 targets. It almost the 3rd target. So again, time will be. Yeah, that's people take profit taking level. Wow, I can't believe it, dude. So pulls back, eventually makes a higher low, and eventually makes its way to third target. And then I think eventually it could see $44, 100% the all-time high, right? So, yep. This type of stuff you get in the Patreon. Sweet. There's your steak, dudes. I love steak. Hold above 20 bucks long enough and you'll see $25, $28 again, and then you can go to $40 after that. So you gotta be patient. Oh, there's probably like a demand line here too. There's a demand line somewhere right there. Could go down there. Could go sideways till it hits it. Whatever. There you have it. Steak. The Bitcoin pulling back a little bit more. Not really a big deal, you know. It's now it's officially technically not overbought. Okay, you are overbought by like 0.26. Like nothing, dude. Like it's like almost not even overbought. All right. So this looks fine to me. Price discovery. I mean, just everything. Like all the news, all these people, all these institutions, these big players are FOMOing into Bitcoin at really high levels.
$C.R.O. On the weekly, finally seeing positive Momo.
What's up, Sad Higeki? Yeah, dude, Crow looked great. Remember, Crow was something we went pretty deep into on past 2 or 3 streams ago, right? It looked set up for our prices. It was at value areas. All it had to do was get back above that one ice line, and it did it. Yeah. Some of y'all remember, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it feels like we've got very similar people from last stream, streams before that are watching now. So people will be like, I remember this. I remember what chart it was. Yeah, dude. I mean, of course, right? Alright, you back tested the congestion area has support not once but twice, and you're running again, man. I can't believe it. Yep, there you go. Bullish engulfing candle yesterday. You're rallying 10 cents, right? That was the target. It said like 10 cents. That's where traders set it up. Their highest point back in July 2019 is upon you. That's pretty much where the golden zone starts, from that high point to low point there. I think above 10.1 cents, you're going to 11.7 cents. After 11.7 cents, you're probably going up to 15.8 cents, and then all-time highs after that. So, yep. Low point to high point, it's 78% sale on Crow.
New moon with face forming dragon. Thanks.
What's up, Hyperdimensional 01? Thanks for the 19.99 pound super chat. Sure. Then Cardano. So yep, Crow. It's reversing, and it reversed at areas of value, and I'm so surprised, dude. Wow. 1.69% on the day. What else is there talking about? Same now, subbing given. Inverse head and shoulders on the 4-hour daily looked pretty good. It was like a big hidden bullish divergence right there on that right shoulder. So yeah, TA is being respected pretty well on this one. But yeah, there's been plenty of positive Momo on the daily. Sad Higeki. Cardano is just another high flyer, man. It's like you look at the daily, you're like, well, what am I supposed to do with this, man? It hit the 2.618 fib extension. What? 2.618 perfectly from that high on this chart, April 2018 to the low point, and no higher. That's pretty incredible. So yeah, huge like bullish pin bar, I guess. Like that's crazy, dude. I mean, you're overbought, and there's nothing implying on the daily that, oh, it's time to continue to the upside. No, there's no hidden bullish divergence or anything right now. Okay, so let's go 4-hour. Yeah, it's just similar to Dash and a few others where it's like higher lows, and I wouldn't call this a dragon. It's not very discernible of a second foot. That's really weird price action. But yeah, like it's histogram looks very similar to the others, like Maker. It's identical to Maker's histogram. So yeah, dude, I mean, you're talking like target's probably 9.95 cents to 98 cents again after that. Right, on Cardano, the stupidity continues. $1.06 and $1.16 are your 1272, your 1618. That's how you can target here. So sure, it's momentum is very strong on some of these coins, man, like crazy strong. But there's no value. Yeah, hidden bullish divergence, cool, strong, very strong. Good to see everyone, man. Been live 2 hours and 30 minutes now. 971 billion market cap for Bitcoin has surpassed Tencent, and the next one in its sights is Google. Yes, Google, chat. Here it is, Bitcoin, number 6, ranked number 6, dudes. We almost got a spot in the playoffs. We just have to top Google and Amazon. Who's in? There it is. So first step though is to get 1 trillion, because everything in front of us, everything in front of Bitcoin is over $1 trillion by far. Apple, Saudi, Armaco, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Bitcoin. Eventually Bitcoin will be above all of these. Just patience though. Who knows how long it'll take, but just book it, man. Bitcoin above Apple. Yep, in time. Wow, 1,310 patrons, chat. Thank y'all so much. Unbelievable. Thanks for the new followers on Twitter and Instagram. Trying to pump those Instagram numbers, so go ahead and follow me at MitchRayTA on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I gotta say it, because if I don't say it, no one would do it, right? So. Alright, man, so we got like less than an hour till the daily close. I'm kind of, I've been kind of going hard with charts and trading and Patreon stuff and streaming. So might do is just wrap it up and say thank y'all so much for watching. It's been a really good one. Had some great looks today, alright? So Bitcoin, see at $55,000, patrons. You should know that, my God. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
Adios, turd nuggets.